My name is Winston and this is my story. Ever since I was young, I've always been very curious as to why we even existed. Growing up in Australia, it was great. I can see people learning from each other, learning different cultures, but most of all, there was a lot of conflict. The rules were different in between different generations. So as growing up, I was always seeing younger kids, people my age, going out to malls, hanging out with friends. I didn't have a curfew, they were doing like little sleepovers, and I was just there at home, not being able to go out. And yeah, I just felt restricted. My turning point came in August 2014, where I was actually arrested for prohibited drug possession. So I did seek some legal advice, and it was not good news. I felt very anxious. I wasn't able to sleep. At some points I was feeling very depressed as to what's happening, because everything that I've worked for, everything that my parents have worked for, everything that my loved ones have helped me achieve was just going downhill. It was all for nothing. So 1 week later, my auntie, she actually came over to my place. She went over to my room and she just found out about the news. So she leaned towards me and asked me a few simple words. She asked, "Winston, do you want to accept Jesus in your life?" And at that point in time, I felt like I hit rock bottom. I had nowhere else to go, and I had that urge and push to say yes and accept Jesus at that night. So a week later, I was actually invited by my cousin to go to a youth group. I went there, everyone was very friendly, and not long from then I actually started attending SWC, and that was when I actually knew what I was going to do and what God had planned in my life. I was actually supposed to have my final court hearing in February. So for some reasons, it got pushed back too much. But on that following Sunday, Pastor Roy actually spoke about fasting, and what he really talked about was actually drawing closer and closer to God first. So you have to pray for one miracle. And from then, in that service, I really felt touched, and I was like, I'm going to pray for this miracle, and I'm going to commit to the 21 days of fast, which I did. My judgment day was in March 2015. If you were there, you would have felt like it was a movie. A lot of miracles were happening. It was like Jesus was just on top of the courthouse. It was just moving things around, putting people there intentionally just for me. So in March 2015 was when I got given a second chance. I've got given like a brand new life, and I was given the opportunity to actually walk in the life of Christ. So this is my story so far.